triangles that are the same size and the same shape are congruent. Pretend that these two triangles are the exact same size and shape, although I have to say those are pretty sweet looking triangles.
Okay.
We'll name this one A, B, C, and name this one D, E, F. So if you remember what congruent means, same size, same shape. So when you have two congruent triangles, a lot of stuff is going to be the same. All the angles have to be the same, because if you had different angles, it would be totally different triangles, right? And they would not be congruent. So angle A and angle E are the same. And angle C and angle F are the same. And angle B, surprisingly enough, is the same as angle D. And if two triangles are the same size and same shape, then the angles takes care of the shape, but what about the size? Well, AB has to be the same size as DE, and BC has to be the same as DF, and AC and FE have to be congruent. So when all six of those things come into place, you know that the two triangles are congruent, and you can say they are. And the tricky part is just saying that they're congruent, believe it or not. Okay, so I'm going to say triangle something is congruent to triangle something. The order is very important, because if you get them in the wrong order, then it is wrong, and that's unfortunate. So how do you know what the right order is? Well, you have to list their corresponding parts in the same order. So it doesn't matter what order you want to go for the first triangle. We could just say A, B, C, because that's a nice, comfortable alphabetical order. We have to make sure that the other triangle matches up with that. So by looking at the drawing, can you take a guess at what angle is the same as A? E, so it has to go first. What angle is the same as B? B and D both have the 3 angle marks, so D. What angle is the same as C? F. In any other order other than EDF, it would not be a true statement. The corresponding angles have to match up. And now it's not just the corresponding angles, but the corresponding sides also match up. If you look at side AB, you will notice that the first side listed over here is side ED. AB has 1 hash mark, DE has 1 hash mark, and they are listed first. BC is listed second, and DF is also listed second. BC has 2 hash marks, DF has the 2 hash marks, and they're the same. The third side is CA. Think of it wrapping back around. CA has the 3 hash marks, and FE has the 3 hash marks. And that is how you write that two triangles are congruent. A little bit. So as an experiment, if I were to draw a crazy looking triangle like this, and a crazy looking triangle like this, and tell you that these angles are equal, Shanique, don't lie, and that these side lengths are equal, you would conclude that they are congruent, and you would be able to write it down. So let's pick M, N, O. Let's go with X, Y. Triangle something is congruent to triangle something. Let's see. Mary, Mary, Mary. What do you want to call the first one? It doesn't matter. MNO. That is creative. Okay, so Hobbs has been on fire lately. Hobbs, what comes first, N, Y, or X? X, because M has the one angle mark, so X has to come first. The corresponding parts have to go in the same order. Courtney Bossman, what comes next? N, because it corresponds to itself. And this is the hard one. Shanique, you want to take it? What's last?
Why?
Because I asked you.
Oh. It's why everybody did. Look why.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean it, Shanique. Don't get mad. I was just playing. Yeah, so triangle MNO is congruent to triangle XNY. Is that hard?
See, I didn't even learn that.
Little bit?
A little bit.
Really?
I don't think I can grasp that concept at all.
You don't think you can grasp that at all?
No, I think it's hard enough for me.
Okay.
So that means we gotta homework.
That means we got to go twice as fast.
No. Do homework.
Okay.
Ain't nobody here.
Here is a big one. Big theorem.
Oh.
It has a lot of words, Shanique. But we'll only write it one time, okay? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. We'll never write that again. We'll call it C, P, C, T, C. Unless you want to write all those words.
What's it mean?
What's what mean? The words or the abbreviation?
Yeah, abbreviation.
Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. It's what do you call it? Starts with an A. I think that's it. Acronym. I think that's what it is. Oh yeah, yeah, big time. All right. So what does this mean? All these words. If it means that if you know two triangles are congruent, then you also know that each set of corresponding parts are congruent. And where does that come into play? Oh my. It happens in a lot of proofs. You don't like that word proof, Shanique? Oh, but Shanique, come on, proofs are fun. Proofs make the world go round. They don't? Okay, then I tell you what we'll do. I'll hold off on the proofs until, tomorrow.
That sounds better.
Does that sound better?
So can we get homework on that
Okay.
part that he just did? Just right.
How did you know, Shanique?
I don't know, man.
It's like, get out of my head. You just know everything I'm going to say before I say it.
I gotta tell you a story what happened to me yesterday.
Okay, wait 1 second. This is on page 195. And it starts on 8. And it goes all the way to 16. And then And then it jumps to 20 and it's all over.